Mars Champion, and I'm just creating more room. More room. Then the graphics come in like, then the graphics like gonna come down from here and here, and it's like, now I have like all these faces. Voice. Accepting my voice, which is like, woo, just like that. It knew I wanted to do that. So, accepting your voice is definitely something that came up for me in a, what was that, energy healing session that I had with Miss Tina. Thank you. My voice is something I've looked at for a very long time. And even longer than that, people were looking at it before then. Which is wild because the perception I had of my voice was so different compared to what people were telling me. Because how I saw it was what people told me. You know, my dad would always say, you talk too soft. Speak up. He would always do that. Golly, speak up. And it's wild because I got that same. I never, oh yeah, I would talk like this. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I just talk like this. Like I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you just want to do whatever, and it's okay. If like, sometimes you just want to. Like, that's how I used to talk. All the time. I would never open my mouth like that. I was very afraid of my own voice. And you say, why would you ever be afraid of your own voice? Clearly because your voice sounds like someone else. Like, your perspective of how that voice sounds. Like, my perspective was, a voice like this is a loud, intimidating, scary voice. My dad had this voice. My uncles had this voice. We talking about the 80s and 90s, pimpin', in the country. Nick, no, it ain't, And I can tell because my children gave me that same talk. My mother gave me that same talk about my voice. Reedy gave me that same talk. Everybody is giving me that, hey man, chill out. And I'll be like, what you mean? I ain't yelling. I'm just talking. I didn't know with that voice, those vibrations, along with the Aries and Libra, like we got nothing but air in that mug. Like, come on, man. Like I had no idea. I was afraid of the vibrations for a very long time because I was afraid of how a loud voice would make me feel. I could tell even in customer service when I worked at the Marriott. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you. That's gratitude, man. Thank y'all. That's like 7 to 8 years, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Like, I just remember being there, man, and recalling how I would feel when someone got loud with me. It would always take me back to my parents or school or football or, older cousins or whatever it was. When someone would yell at me, I would shrink. And I fought that shit for at least a good 34, 35 years, man. Like, there would be times in middle school, high school, even after, even after high school. Fuck, excuse me. The fuck? Thank you for getting that shit up out. Thank you. Thank you. Been working on the sacral chakra, so, and the solar plexus, so shit come up, is what it is. Thank you. Yeah, I just remember I had memories of people yelling at me where I felt either like this small, or I wanted to fight, or I wanted to cry. Because I just didn't like people yelling at me. Because yelling just put me in a certain spot where I did not want to be. Couldn't take it. Could not take yelling. High school, middle school. I remember wanting to go to the military, get my hair cut, get my hair shaved. I grew my hair for like 2-3 years. Shaved my head off, started running, everything. And I remember thinking about how they were going to yell at me every morning. And I was just like, I just want to run. Like, I don't need you to yell at me to do this shit. Have I gone past 10 minutes? It's always, you know what? Every time I check, it's always 7 minutes or 3 minutes left. I'm noticing that. Yeah. Because always in my mind, I was just like, I don't need that motivation. I don't need to be yelled at to do what I need to do. Shit. Shit. Gotta say, man, that shit caught me off guard. Woo! Wee! Wow. I think I've been wanting to say that for a long time. I'm gonna fucking cry. God damn it. See, man, this is that shit, though. See, this is why I'm doing this right here, man. Because it's like, man, fuck that, man. I ain't gonna, No, man. That shit had to come up. That shit had to fucking come up. And I'm grateful. Grateful for it. Tears? Oh, well, I've cried before. I've seen people cry. It is what it is, man. You know what happens when you stop crying? You keep breathing. So, yeah. I don't need the motivation of being yelled at. To kick it in gear. But that's how you grow up. So, that's probably a part 2. Because I got to get into some, what do you do? I don't want to sit here and just talk about fucking problems. I want to smoke the cigarette with the problems. More room.